Come on in my room, hey, come on. Child, I'm right here talking about come on in my room, and I ain't even in my room. Quiet as it's kept, congregation. If y'all watching this video right now, I'm down to the party, okay? I'm down to the premiere party of my friend Tracy Byron Young new show on the All Black Network. But you know what? I said before I run out in these streets, because y'all know I'm a recovering run the streets whore. I said before I go out and run these streets, I have an obligation to the congregation. And the least I could do is pre-record a little something for the people who was expecting to see me at 8 o'clock. I'm going to keep it 100% real with you, Nessa girl, because I could have been like Jamal Bryant or Creflo Dollar or T.D. Jakes or Joel Osteen, and I could have got up here and lied to y'all in the pulpit. I could have lied to you. But as I glance my eye off screen to the right real quick and look at the top of my MacBook, it says it is 5:05 p.m. right now, and it's 8:05 p.m. right now down to your screen, something like that or whatever the case may be. I'm down to the party, honey. Y'all watching the pre-recording, I'm going to tell you something. It actually worked out that I pre-recorded the show today because quiet as it's kept, it wasn't even a whole lot going on in the media today, but I'm a performer and I'm going to give it to y'all. In the words of my sister Nita Baker that Mickey Howard don't care for, I'm going to give y'all the best that I got, Savannah. Anyway, speaking of Mickey Howard, y'all, I'm really overjoyed. I woke up this morning and I looked in my DMs on Instagram, and Ledesi had posted in her story basically saying, like, thank you to Funky Dineva for the wonderful interview of Mickey Howard. She reposted it. I then responded to Ledesi, and I was like, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. Could you please put me in contact with whomever I need to be in contact with to get you on the show? So, guys, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get Miss Ledesi down to the show. Now, speaking of other people that need to be down to the show or down to their show, Dr. Heavenly revealed that all of the ladies from Married to Medicine have been given a contract. Quiet as it's kept, and I ain't trying to wish nobody out no job, but they could have kept Alicia's on. Hell, they shit. My contract at Fox Soul wasn't right, but hell, I'd have took Alicia bad contract at Married to Medicine because she offered absolute Married to Medicine people. Married to Medicine people. Y'all give me Alicia contract. I sign it as is. However it was, I sign it for that first doggone season to come around there and do a little yang, yang, yang. Because I know damn well her ass didn't get one. Okay, matter of fact, whatever you was paying her, knock it off 50%. And I'd be down there Monday. Okay, that's how bad her ass don't need another damn contract. And somebody like me should get it. Hell, give it to Fallon at this point. Give it to anybody. Give it to Marlo. Give it to Sheree. Give it to Lisa Wu. Hell, I know y'all said y'all don't mess with Nene. Give Alicia contract to Nene and let her and Phaedra rebuild Married to Medicine. Give it to anybody other than give it to Anita Baker and let her give it the best that she got before y'all give it to Alicia. But anyway, Quad announced that she did not sign her contract yet. You can check it out on the Jasmine brand. And y'all, the internet went ablaze, and they is just dragging Quad left to right because y'all or the internet is determined to run with whatever narrative they want to run with. And I'm glad that Toya Bush Harris came directly up under the post and was like, y'all, we just got our contracts. Nobody has signed yet. Basically, calm the hell down. So for those of y'all who don't understand why what I'm saying is important is that, there is a community of people who don't like Quad, don't care for it, don't want her back, think whatever they think about it, and that's fine. We're not here to argue that. But the narrative that they're trying to run with is she playing hardball. She ought to be glad she got a contract. She gon' sign it because she need the money or whatever the case may be. And while all those things may be true at the same damn time, nobody has signed their contract yet. So before y'all start painting waterfalls about people and coloring books, just calm the hell down. This is another one of those vestiges, and I'm gonna keep it real. Heavenly just talking too goddamn much sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you, friendship aside. I'm gonna be honest with you, friendship 100% aside. After years and years of having to watch Married to Medicine and then having to sit up in the blogosphere and hear what Heavenly said, I'm actually kind of tired of it. I am beyond tired of Dr. Heavenly revealed. Dr. Heavenly said it was said on Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly broke the fourth wall. It's just, I don't know. Y'all may like it. Clearly, Heavenly loves it because she's now moved it from YouTube to Patreon. Y'all be sure to go support Dr. Heavenly if y'all like the mess that she keep up on her Patreon, as well as a new initiative that she's about to launch that I'm participating in called Message to Mess, where she will be teaching her Dr. Heavenly University stuff about business and whatever. I actually want Heavenly to pivot and rest in the information and education space a lot more, but who am I to tell somebody else what else they need to do with their life? Sister Mary Clarence said, if you want to be somebody and you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. That's what Sister Mary Clarence taught us, and Dr. Heavenly trying to teach y'all hoes how to pay attention. All right, pay attention. Move. Oh, it's raining hard outside. Shit, I might not be going nowhere. I might be erasing this video and coming back to y'all ass at 8 o'clock. It sounds like it's a whole hurricane out there, though. Y'all, speaking of rain and water, make me sweat, make me holler, playing between my legs, make me water. Y'all like that song? That song make me want to roll my kiki every time I see it. Baby, I be rolling, ooh, car seat be smelling like boo-boo and crab meat by the time I finish rolling this thing while I'm driving up I-95. Make me sweat, make me holler, play between my legs, make me water. I love that song. Well, listen, y'all, some people got real overzealous. Now, don't get it wrong, Tyla, the African sensation, that song, undoubtedly is a smash hit. I guess the people who were managing Tyla thought that this would be a great opportunity to seize the day. In the words of Sade, cherish the day. Don't go astray. But they completely went astray. They were overzealous and overly aggressive if they thought she was ready for a world tour. And we like, girl, world tour off of what? Tyla has taken to Instagram, to social media, and announced that her world tour has been canceled due to an undisclosed injury that she had been dealing with for some time now. She's just happy to be, to a point where she can perform pain-free. Honey, her injury must be one of them things that qualify y'all hoes for them emotional support dogs, because it was an injury to her ego. It damn sure wasn't physical, or it was an injury to her living arrangements, aka her bank account. Because the real reason that world tour ain't selling is because ain't nobody bought no damn tickets. That's why it ain't going on. Okay, quiet as except Tyla, we think you're beautiful. We think the song is hot. But surely one song is not enough to solidify you as that girl. All right, we gonna need at least 2 more back-to-back hits before you start talking about going on a world tour. Quiet as it's kept, Tim's is qualified to go on a world tour right now before Tyla is. And Tyla, you had to cancel the whole world. There were some people in the chat, in the comments from Africa, saying she ain't even that girl like that in Africa, so she damn sure ain't ready to go on no world tour. But if anybody gonna go on a world tour or a semi-continental tour, it need to be Tim's, baby. I don't need no other body. Only you feel up my body. Now, Miss Jan them didn't teach me how to sing Cross the Continent song, so I know I was off and my notes wasn't right. But that's advanced class. I'm still a novice. I'm still a beginner. But Tyler, stop playing in our face. We can't get mad though, girl, y'all, because from a PR perspective, what did y'all expect the girl to say? Did y'all really expect the girl to get on there and say, y'all, I'm not as fly as I thought I was, and my ticket's not selling, so that's why I'm not doing my world tour? I mean, her people said exactly what it is they were supposed to say, which is she has some kind of undisclosed industry. Or better yet, I would have just did how Anita Baker did my ass in Birmingham a few weeks ago. I would have just canceled the damn concert and refunded the people they damn money and they ain't say shit. Okay, and moved on like the shit ain't never happened. Anita Baker, them people, and I don't know if it's Anita Baker's fault or if it's the concert promoter's fault. I was supposed to go to Alabama to see Anita Baker during the Bayou Classic. It got canceled then with no explanation. They rescheduled it for February, Valentine's weekend. I was supposed to go back to see it Valentine's weekend, and it was canceled again. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus, with no explanation. Sometimes no explanation is the best explanation because then it just allows people to just go on, try. Maybe they thought you had a flat tire or some technical difficulties or something, honey. But she didn't have to cancel it in one continent, Chad. She canceled it in the whole world. I mean, Tyla, quiet as it's kept, you should have tested the waters first. You should have came over here and did a couple, festivals. You should have did the affordable old school concert with Stephanie Mills and the OJs and just really figured out if people wanted it. Like, quiet as it's kept, I'm living in Miami right now. I definitely know if you said Tyla was performing somewhere, her tickets probably wouldn't sell. Because quiet as it's kept, Tyla, nobody knows your music. But I will say this, she could knock the hell out of some club appearances. If they were like Tyla at Club Live, oh God, everybody would pay whatever they pay to get in Live to see her perform that one song. Like, that is the arena of things you need to be doing, at least in the American market right now. I can't speak for overseas. I don't know their markets, but I damn sure know she could did a pop-up down here in Miami at Club Live, and the people would have been paying $500 a person to get in just to party their ass off for one night and roll their kiki for 30 minutes to that same song. Play between my legs, make me water. That's what they should have did. But you got a little too thirsty and now your ass drinking water. Take this water and hydrate, bitch. That's what my girl Ari Lennox said. I want to sit on it. No, she don't want to sit on it. She want to sit down, okay? She want to sit down. Down, down, down. I can't even believe I'm getting ready to do this story on the Kardashian Jenner clan, but there is a white girl on social media right now who has a brand of clothing called Johansson. You can check it out. She has styled Kylie Jenner before. And then out of nowhere, this young lady says she began getting a lot of photos and DMs from people saying, oh my God, you're doing a collaboration with Kylie. Congratulations to your collaboration with Kylie. And the girl said she didn't think anything of it. She just thought people had confused the fact that she had dressed Kylie in the past and maybe that the photo had resurfaced. The girl said she was getting so many messages that she went to Kylie's information and went to investigate it. And lo and behold, Kylie Jenner completely ripped off her entire line of dresses. And these dresses, they're cute little dresses or whatever that, got different little straps off the shoulder, twisted and bunched up and corded. Y'all can go check it out for yourselves. And, I wrote on one of the blogs when I saw it, I said, the first thing that I would do is be down to the courthouse first thing in the morning. And then, somebody said something very interesting. They came up under my comment and they said, quiet as it's kept, knowing the Kardashians and the legal machine that they have behind them, I'm pretty sure that they've already gone out of their way legally to make sure that there will be no blowback on them completely ripping off these people's designs. I'm one of those people where I try my hardest to see the good in people and give the benefit of the doubt. And I try to explore coincidence, probabilities, and likelihoods before I just go in on somebody and accuse them of plagiarizing, stealing, copying, so on and so forth when it comes to art, because people can get inspired from different things. Case in point, why I don't watch other YouTubers, because I don't want to make a mistake one day and absorb their cadence, way of speaking, anything they say, and before you know it, I'm repeating their stuff the way half the internet and the reality TV girls are repeating mine. But that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But unequivocally, which is my new word for the month, by the way, unequivocally, Kylie Jenner and the Jenner team copied that girl stuff. And it's so blatant that it's just sad. And I ain't never been, I'm rich like this, not like this. Okay, I just got a little sprinkle of rich. I'm rich, like this. No, like really, like no more like this. I'm rich, just like that. They rich like this. I don't know what it's like to be rich like this, but I'm just like I am fascinated by the addiction of needing more and more and more. The greed is just ridiculous. And, none of us can never say what we would do, if we were in a situation that we've never been in. But I would like to think that I know my character well enough to think that if I ever reached those levels, that I would just not be in this unquenchable chase for more and more and more. And the reason why I can say that is because, quiet as it's kept, I'm very comfortable at where I'm at. I could be much further financially, but I'm just not I don't believe in hustle culture. You ain't finna work my fingers down to the bone, like Genuine said. See, I work my fingers down to the bone. You're not finna work mine down to the bone. I like to lay down too much. Let's just lay down. That's floetry. Y'all, I literally could pull out a song lyric for every word that comes out of my mouth. And I used to downplay myself, and I finally accepted the fact that it truly is a gift. Like, some people can play the piano and physically see the notes. I want to play a game of rapid fire. You can give me any word or any phrase, and my brain instantaneously finds a song lyric to fit that line. I know it's genius, and a lot of people can't do it. Anyway, I would sue the dog shit out of them. And then the other person wrote, their legal machine is so massive that they would tie you up in court with motions, so on and so forth, that would run a person bankrupt. It really is sad and unfortunate. And if this girl wants to stay in the game, and if she wants to find a way to salvage what it is that she's done, and it would take a lot of swallowing of pride to do this, I would continue to tell this story as loudly as I could, and I would continue to push the designs. And since people are going to want the Kylie Jenner design, I can't believe what I'm about to say, but nobody's going to do it. I was going to say, because people are going to want the Kylie Jenner design, I would offer the design for much cheaper and let the girls run around thinking that they got on a Kylie Jenner, but they got the cheaper version of it when it's the original. But that would literally only work for someone who doesn't have an emotional attachment to their baby, and that's simply just in business to make money. That way they wouldn't give a damn about taking the pride and joy that comes along with it. This is a really messed up situation, and it's things like this that's going to make the Jenner Kardashian clan go to hell. I just don't understand. It's one thing to be underhanded, and it's just another to work with people, smile in their face, have had styled them, and then completely rip off their work and pass it off as your own. That's just a different type of lowdown that I can't get with. Speaking of lowdown, y'all, Christina Mackey Rick Ross, I was about to yell baby mama because he got so many of them. Rick Ross' girlfriend of 6 months, y'all, she is on a campaign to convince us that, what she had with Rick Ross was beautiful and that the split was amicable and mutual and the sale of Mackey book has gone up, so on and so forth, girl. But the way your ass had to hop off that damn live when you was in that gym and that Rick Ross song came on says a whole nother thing. And a lot of y'all are trying to say that people are praying for her downfall and that people are miserable and I'll never laugh at another woman's pain. Well, she wasn't concerned about another woman's pain when she tried to hop her ass on the internet in front like she had the magical cooch. Okay? 2024 has been a great equalizer for a lot of people, and I'm here to let y'all know beauty and coochie is a dime a dozen, okay? Beauty and coochie is as common as clay. And what's to say it's as common as clay and half its worth? Beauty and coochie is as common as clay and is half its worth. All right, you walked into the scene, baby, thinking that your stuff was magical and that he treated you different. Girl, you didn't even have enough, baby girl, you didn't even have enough days in with him to get something negative removed off your credit report. Baby, you could have returned a refrigerator back to Best Buy quicker than you was in a relationship with Rick Ross. The warranty on my car tires lasted longer than your relationship. You wasn't in there long enough, baby girl, to say what he will and will not do and what's different and what's not different. You ain't had been there long enough. Now, granted, I'm willing to write it off to naivete and her being young and it being an amateur mistake. But the reason why people, and yes, people are taking delight in the pie being rubbed on your face. People are taking delight in it because you hopped on the internet and took delight in thinking that you was the one. And you just found out in the words of that girl, she told everyone, you ain't nothing but common. Do I think you're a beautiful girl? Absolutely. Do I think that you deserve love? Absolutely. Do I think that you're a business mogul in the making? Absolutely. Do I think you're fly? Absolutely. I think you're all of that. But as it regards to being a woman, baby, you ain't exempt from the things that regular women, everyday women, and the previous women that he been with have been through. And hopefully in your next relationship with age, experience, and the wisdom that you gain from this, you will walk into it not thinking that you're any better than anything he's been with. Baby, he didn't do anything more special with you than he did with others. Quiet as it's kept, he did things more special for Tia Kemp, cuckoo ass, than he did for you. He was involved with Tia Kemp and did way more for her and loved her in ways he ain't never did for you, bitch. And you were sitting up there thinking you were special. Yes, people are taking delight in it, but you set the stage for them to do so. On to some good news, y'all. Risa Tisa has been signed to CAA. For y'all who don't know what CAA is one of the biggest talent agencies in Hollywood. They're an agency the size that handles the big A-listers. I mean, once you get signed to like a CAA, that's the machine or whatever. And it was very smart of CAA to sign Risa Tisa because what's probably going to happen is Risa Tisa's story is going to get made into a movie. And now they get to participate in the production of that and reap the benefits. So, while we're happy for Risa Tisa, let's not pretend like them good old white folks down at CAA don't know what they're doing, that they're definitely doing it for personal gain. But you know what? I always say use me, don't abuse me. Just as long as Risa Tisa is getting her just due out of it, shouts out to Risa Tisa. And hopefully they work it in such a way that outside of her production deal, I can see her in maybe like a OK Cupid commercial or one of the love dating app commercials, piggybacking off of Charlamagne calling her a big back and the backlash that came from that. Maybe she can get an Ashley Stewart campaign or a Lane Bryant campaign. Things like that would be really great. Granted, I don't know what Risa Tisa's, entertainment talent is and if there is any longevity in whatever entertainment talent that she may possess. But even if she's just a flash in the pan and she's only here for a short season At least Risa Tisa is about to collect her things. And the beautiful thing about it is the story went so organic within the black community that if and when this movie does drop, it is going to instantly have some type of success because people are already locked, loaded, and primed for the Risa Tisa story. And so, I cannot be more happy for some, just random everyday person whose life had a chain of unfortunate events, and those unfortunate events turned out to be a step stool for something greater. I'm pretty sure whatever she went through with Legion, that low key she's kind of thankful for it now, because what brought her pain and what was meant to do her harm is now bring a springboard to bring her some success. And that is Negro Legion all over the internet trying to clear things up, and watch him try to attach himself to what she got going on in Risa Tisa. Don't you be no damn fool. And y'all, before I get up out of here, speaking of fool, because it's 5:41 and the event started at 6:30, I'm going to be late. But speaking of being a fool, Jake Paul is getting in the rink with Mike Tyson. That's a fool. I always go up for people who start out in the social media space and are doing it, really big. Not to, reopen old wounds, but when I made my decision to not return to Fox Soul, it's the people like the Jake Pauls and the Tyler Oakleys and the I Justines, and it's the people like that from the YouTube and the social media space that I leaned on, that I'm like, you know what? These people started the same place I did, and look at where they're at on their own. I am proud of Jake Paul, whether I consume all of his content, whether I agree with all of his content, whether I would agree with all of his views as a person. From one YouTuber to another, I am proud of what that boy has been able to build coming off of YouTube. Now, what I will not be proud of coming out of Black History Month is that if 60-year-old Mike Tyson gets paid to lose this fight. Now, my heart tells me that Mike won't. A lot of people in the comments was like, Jake Paul beating up on the elderly. When you get Mike Tyson's age, there definitely is something about legacy, and you always want to go out on top. And if this fight is rigged, even if it is rigged, I am of the belief that it will be rigged in the favor of Mike Tyson. We're not allowing Mike Tyson and his people are not allowing his legacy to be tarnished by a YouTuber, okay? And one thing that I love is that Mike Tyson actually gave Jake Paul a lot of kudos as it relates to the development that he has had as a boxer. Mike said, I have basically watched him grow over the years as a boxer, and gave him major props. So Jake Paul benefits simply by being in the same sentence with Mike Tyson. There is no incentive for Mike Tyson to tarnish his legacy with this. So this will be fun and entertaining. I don't even be into the boxing stuff like this, but this will be fun and entertaining, and congrats to Jake Paul. Anyway, y'all, I got to edit this, get it uploaded into the system, and get dressed for this event. Thank y'all for being with me, sticking with me. I love y'all. And don't forget, we don't have church on Fridays. I'll see y'all hoes Monday if I don't drop anything over the weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, and put something in the Cash App collection plate for me working in my absence. Because this ain't me. This a hologram. This AI. Bye.